मेरे सवाल जवाब होंगे।
Good afternoon, the fourth estate. Yes, you become very powerful. I've not made a film in the last 10 years. After coming back after 10 years, for 10 years I've watched the fourth estate grow stronger and stronger and stronger. You almost, you're almost making decisions for this country and the government. I love the debates, I love the yelling and the shouting. Yeah. Because that's truly a democracy working in the country. Truly. Yeah. So having said that, I hope the fourth estate registers the last lines that I plugged in into the trailer. That a soldier or a martyr does not die when he's shot, but when he's forgotten. So a lovely quote which I read about a mother saying about her son who's in the army that, I've sent him away to the army so that you can spend precious time with your family. Yeah. So these are little things which is what, inspires me to make these films. Inspires me because history can go back as much as you want. Wars never end. Like, the saying by a great philosopher is that only the dead have seen the end of war. Nobody on this earth has ever witnessed a war, a world without a war, any moment in his life. The entire history of mankind has been that sometime or the other, in some place, there is a war that is happening on this earth. So that statement itself, and that was said by Plato, that only the dead have seen the end of war. So I remember when I released Border, I said I'll never make another war film. Hopefully, because there will never be another war that I will have to reflect on. But then it so happened that we got 1999 Kargil, then I had to make LOC Kargil. And then I had promised you all that I would make a trilogy, so I decided to complete my promise. And I did so, and I fell upon this incident, a skirmish as they call it. It is a battle, it's not a war, but it is a battle that was fought. It has a long, backstory to it. The Chinese, after having tasted blood and having tasted victory, decided to push further. And when the 1965 war took place with Pakistan, they decided to put pressure on us by saying that we want to claim Nathula and Zelepla. So because there was already a war taking place on the western sector in 65 with Pakistan, the Indian government, I believe, felt that we cannot open another front. So they gave in to the Chinese, and Zelepla was taken by the Chinese and is still with the Chinese. But Nathula stood there when there was one officer, God bless his soul, there was a Major General Sagat Singh. He had the option of agreeing or not agreeing. But he put his foot down and he said, I am not leaving Nathula. Because Nathula, as you saw in the trailer, he says it's the key to Sikkim. So had we given Nathula, today Sikkim would have not been a part of our country. Today Sikkim is a part of our country is because of the two Grenadiers battalion, the 18 Rajput, and 711 Gorkhas, and Jammu and Kashmir Rifles. These were the four battalions that were occupying Nathula and the Nehru Stone, which is a part of India now. So they were occupying and they stood their ground and they gave the Chinese a bloody nose, as they would put it. So yes, this is what it was all about, and we stood our ground. We did not give Nathula back to them. And finally, the battle took place, and we fought them. And we had our way. They have now, when I visited Nathula, it was very touching because what I saw there, they had still maintained that barbed wire originally that was put there to mark the border between India and China. So that piece of wire is still there, and you can see it and touch it, and you feel, you feel the blood of all those soldiers who died in that battle. And it gives you goosebumps, of course. So these are tales that have to be told, and I said, what better way than cinema? So I decided to pick this up because for whatever reason, I don't know why, almost this chapter was put under the carpet. I don't know why. That question haunts me even today. I've asked many people in the Ministry of Defense, in the corridors of power, that we questioned them why was this kept so low. This was a part which was victorious, which gives us a lot of encourages the morale of the armed forces, and this should be told. They should know that the invincibility of China was questioned when we fought them in Nathula. So give it to them, and I think all my actors put everything they could possibly do, because they were very aware of one thing, which I kept telling them. Remember, you're walking in the footsteps of the hero who gave you this victory. So give it full respect and give it all that you have. And they did that. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
And of course, I thank Z for having stood by us in this film. They believed in us, they believed in me, they believed in the product. So thank you very much. There are different ways of serving the nation, and this is one of them. When you support a film like this, you're serving your nation.
Every time, sir, you've made a film, you've covered each and every detail, or bilkul, full research hota hai. So with this also, something, the battle that should have gone down in history, the way it should have been, वो नहीं हुआ, लेकिन इसके बाद, इसको देखने के बाद